How do you do, Buckaroos? I'm gonna get that label right there. Hey, how do you do, Buckaroos? And how the heck are you, man? So I have when I just found the Boulevard American Kolsch, Kolsch style golden ale. I'm gonna read just a touch from their website. It's American style Kolsch, uh, using a European Pilsner malt and malted wheat as a base. American Kolsch is bitter with Magnum hops and features herbal, citrusy, and spicy notes from end of boil editions of tradition sauce. Sauce will give you peppery notes and sphere, pouring golden in color. The aroma is a bready malt punctuated by slightly minty hop character. With a light to medium mouthfeel, American Kolsch delivers a honey-like malt sweetness that gives you that gives way to a crisp, clean finish with a touch of lingering citrus herbal hops. 4.6%, 18 IBUs. So there you go. Give you kind of an overview there of what they say it is. Oh, actually, there's one more thing I wanted to read there. Now I almost forgot there. They say aroma is slightly sweet malt, spicy citrusy hops, malt, soft honey-like, bready, hops, subtle, spicy herbal. Balance is malt. The body is light to medium. So there you go. That's what they say about it. Now I'll tell you what I think. I do like this stuff. Here's what's odd though, not about the beer, just things in general. I mean, here it is February 10th, right? I'm well into the 70s here in the Ozarks, which I'm typically, Facebook gives you this time last year things, those come up. And this time last year, we were freezing our testicles off here, and now it's 70 degrees. And I'm outside, I've been doing videos inside using my fake backdrops that you have seen. But now here I'm outside. You can't see, I'm wearing a sleeveless shirt here, as you can see. You can't see that I'm wearing shorts. I got my patriotic shorts on there, red, white, and blue tie dye. So I'm outside, the 10th of February, drinking a Kolsch. Now, typically, even though this just came out, like the store I bought it, I said they just got it delivered today and on the shelf. I mean, I wouldn't even consider buying a Kolsch typically. I'd wait about a month, but I mean, shoot, it's 70 degrees, so I mean, it is perfect time to drink a Kolsch. So let's see. Certainly, bready malts, as they say, you do get I mean, it's kind of a honey-like sweetness on the nose, spicy, citrusy hop. Sure, why not? You do kind of feel those sauce hops that give you those peppery notes. I'm not getting a lot of citrus on the nose. It's more muted, but it is there. I am feeling those herbal notes they're talking about on the aroma anyway. I'm feeling those mint like notes, more of a spearmint like than a peppermint, in my opinion. Oh gosh, that's nice. Typically a beer like this one not so much, but typically a Kolsch has some fruity like notes in the middle, and then leads you to that very crisp, clean, dry finish. Uh, they tell you soft, honey like, bready. Yeah, you do feel a lot of those bready malts. You do feel just a hint of sweetness. I've had other Kolsch's that have more pronounced fruit notes. There are some in here, but they're very light. Almost. Gosh, I hate to say this, but almost kind of it's like a very light, juicy fruit gum. I know that sounds bizarre, but that's what I'm getting, man. But I am feeling the malt and the slight honey sweetness more than I am any fruit notes. But they are in there. They're just very light. I am feeling those spicy herbal hops that they suggest, though. Again, the mint notes that I'm getting are more of a spearmint than a peppermint, which Tom, you said you're getting pepper-like notes. Yeah, but it's coming at a different place than the herbal notes, so it doesn't feel like a peppermint. It feels like a sweeter mint, like a spearmint with pepper notes coming on the other side of it. That's what it feels like to me. So, anyways, bottom line, it's good. I mean, I mostly bought it because, well, I hadn't seen it before. It just came out. It is 70 freaking degrees out here, so it's perfect weather for a Kohl's. But the main reason I got it's the main reason I buy anything. I mean, it was on sale. It was only 7.97 for a 6 pack can. So I mean, I just it seemed like it was meant to be. Anytime I can get a good craft beer for For $8 a six pack, I'm in, brother. I'm not one of those guys that wants to brag about spending a lot of money. I get no pleasure out of spending a lot of money. I do get pleasure in drinking good beer, though, for a reasonable amount of money, and that's what I'm doing here. Here I have a very solid American version of a Kolsch. It's done right, it's done well, it just tastes good. It's crisp, it's clean, it's refreshing. It does everything you want this beer to do. Oh gosh, this is my first beer of the day. Excuse me. I don't know, man. I mean, I got to tell you, it is highly drinkable. I wasn't even trying to pound it there a second ago, and it just goes down easier than a Tijuana hooker, man. The finish is beautiful, right? Right at the end, you really feel a burst of those bready malts. You get just a slight note of that honey sweetness, and then right at the very end is where you feel those beautiful peppery notes. It's just nice. I just love when a Go Kolsch is just one of those, no, it's not that 100 ingredient beer that seems to be so popular and trendy these days. It's not one of those trendy fruit beers either, or a sour beer. It's just a great style that gets overlooked due to more trendy styles. But darn, man, a Kolsch done right is a beautiful thing. And in my opinion, this beer is a beautiful thing. It's done well. They do call it an American Kolsch, so I'm not going to compare it to a traditional German Kolsch. It does what an American craft version of a style does, meaning it stays somewhat true to the original, but it does take a few liberties. So isn't an exact German Kolsch? No, but it stays true enough to pay homage to the great classic Kolsch beers of Germany. So there you go. I am Dr. Beer Whisperer. I hope you're having a good day. Mine's off to a good start. Prolific craft beer drinker, purveyor of wisdom, and all around good guy. That is my tagline. I am Dr. Beer Whisperer. We'll talk to you later.